Hello, I'm Lynn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever YouTube video. I never thought I would start a YouTube channel, but here we are. I've been growing Hoyas for the last couple of years, so this is kind of a fun little passion project of mine. And I thought, I've been posting videos and pictures on Instagram and on Facebook, and I thought maybe it's time for me to expand my circle a little bit and go on YouTube and have longer, more protracted videos about my collection, about my mistakes, and my growing journey. And hopefully these tips or experiences can be helpful for you in your growing journey. And hopefully my plants in my collection are going to inspire some joy in your day and hopefully inspire you to collect more Hoyas. So I think for my first video, it took me a while trying to decide what Hoyas I wanted to feature first. And I think we're going to do Polyneuras today. I'm going to show you all of my different Polyneuras, the inner variegated ones, outer variegated ones, the regular ones, and also my Jasminka, which I recently got. Dun, dun, dun. So this is my Hoya Polyneura inner variegated mama. This is one of two different mamas that I have. As you can see, she's lush. She's very pretty. I grow all of my Polyneuras in the exact same medium and also in the exact same grow conditions. They all grow on the same bookshelf, right next to each other in ambient conditions. They're not in a cabinet or anything like that, and I find that they do really well in room temperature conditions. So 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or probably 20-25 degrees Celsius indoors under grow lights. They're gonna do really great. They have been pretty unfussy for me, although I've heard that people can have a lot of trouble with them. But I think the key to Polyneuras is to be super consistent. Don't change up their watering schedule too much. Don't let them dry out. Just be super consistent and they're gonna be consistent for you too. Look at this beauty. So that other Polyneura mama I grow in a loose Hoya mix that I make. It has cocoa chunks in it, leca, if I have spare leca, chunky perlite, regular perlite, loose, what else do I have in there? Just regular soil. I would say it's 30% soil and 70% soil amendments to make it extra loose and airy. But this second mama, look at her, she's so gorgeous. Oh. For this second mama, I go in leca. So it's in a closed container, it's not in a self-watering pot or anything like that. And I find that the Polyneuras really enjoy this medium as well. So you have options. Okay, moving along the Polyneura train. Here is my Polyneura outer variegated. Look at her, she's just going crazy. Ooh. Wow. So this is one of two mamas, and this Polyneura mama I have growing in a very loose soil mix that I was talking about earlier. Oh my god, it's pretty root bound. Look at that. It has my mix has a lot of perlite in it, mostly because I'm a frequent overwaterer, so I do need to manage myself by making my mix extra loose in so I don't accidentally rot my Hoyas. Basically, I've rotted many Hoyas before. But like I said, I have leca in my mix. I have chunky perlite. They're yay size. And then regular perlite and whatever else I have in the house. Sometimes just regular cocoa mix, cocoa chunks. And then I just mix them all up. And the Hoyas seem to like them, especially the Polyneuras. So here is mama number 1, and this is mama number 2. So this mama I have growing in full leca, just like the previous Polyneura inner variegated, and it's just leca in a container that I thrifted from Goodwill, I think, for $2. I don't know. But the Polyneuras seem to really enjoy leca as well, and I haven't noticed a difference in growth. I think they both grow equally fast, and I almost prefer the semi-hydro setup a little bit more, just because it's easier to repot it's easier to manage any like mealies. If you see any root mealies, they're so much easier to manage in the semi-hydro setup. Although I have to say, the Polyneuras haven't given me any mealy trouble yet so far, fingers crossed, because I don't want to deal with root mealies in my beautiful mamas. But yeah, this is the outer variegated. So obviously it would make sense that my first ever YouTube video encounters a lot of audio issues. I've already recorded my regular Polyneura and my Polyneura Silver, I think 3 times now. And all 3 times I checked my audio equipment, and then all of a sudden it just decides not to give me audio during the actual take. So I will be keeping those videos for a different day. I will re-record them again on a different day when I feel up for it, because I've honestly said the same things now 3 times. So I'm going to move on to the Hoya Jasminka, my last specimen for today. This is a Hoya Jasminka. She's beautiful. She's an outer variegated polyneura with silver splashing. I got this initially as a 1-noder, and then I rooted it out and grew it out like yay tall, so like about 7 notes, chopped it in half, gave 1 cutting away, and then kept 1 cutting for myself. So this cutting over here, I'm gonna root it out and then use it to thicken up my pot. I'm hoping to grow out the Jasminka like as beautifully and as lush as my regular outer variegated. That will be my dream. So growth tips, honestly it goes about the same as my other Polyneuras. She's not particularly fussy in any way, she's not slower in any way, she's really about the same. The only thing that I screwed up on was initially when I was rooting it, I put it under really bright, really hot lights, and she grew really fast, but she didn't like the heat. So Polyneuras in general just don't like the heat. And if you look at the splashing on this initial growth, it was really bad. And then once I moved it to a different condition, so like really bright lights but a lot less like heat, the splashing came back again, and it's really pretty. So I recommend really bright light conditions, but not hot, and obviously indoors. I think that's what really affects the splashing, at least in my experience. I could be wrong. And look at this, she's just so pretty. Oh, this one I burned because I put it under really bright lights. I forgot that it didn't like that hot bright light, and I burned it on accident. But I think it's gonna survive because the new leaves are still growing out. So fingers crossed. So what are some future Polyneuras that I want? I really have my eye on the Polyneura King from Cactus and Exotics. I DM'd them the other day, and it's just so expensive. It is completely out of my price range. So I'm hoping that other more ballsy, serious Hoya collectors will go buy the Polyneura King and then propagate the Polyneura King, and then more of us can have it, and then it will just fall in price dramatically, so I can finally add it to my collection because it's so expensive right now. I also have my eye on the Polyneura Ice Queen. I think it's just like the Jasminka, but like the silver splashing is on like the outside of it, and it's in a more solid kind of form instead of like this marbled speckle type of splash. But those are my future Polyneura wish list plans. What are your Polyneura favorites? Do you have a Polyneura? Do you enjoy a Polyneura? Do Polyneuras give you a lot of grief? Let me know in the comments below. And I cannot promise that I will be filming these videos regularly. I'm gonna hope that I can push one out on a weekly to bi-weekly basis. We gotta see how life goes. But this has been fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Have a great day and enjoy your Hoyas. Bye!